Hi everyone, my name is Kaz and today I wanted to talk about the 2019 book releases that I am most excited about. There are some very exciting books that are coming out that I wanted to just talk about, let you guys know about in case you didn't know because they sound really awesome. But also this isn't going to be a complete list because there's definitely going to be some books I've completely forgotten about. I'm sure there's at least one embarrassing book that I should have remembered and mentioned, but it's fine, we all make mistakes. Starting out with some of the January releases, we have In an Absent Dream by Seanan McGuire. This is the fourth book in the Wayward Children series, which is just such a dark yet whimsical and magical series of novellas. I've thoroughly enjoyed every single one so far and I cannot wait for the next book. The Girl King by Me You. This one is about two sisters. Their father is the emperor and of course the older sister is expecting to be the heir. However, their father declares that a male cousin of theirs is actually going to take the throne and none are too happy about that. A Curse So Dark and Lonely by Bridget Kemmerer. So this is a Beauty and the Beast retelling and the main character has cerebral palsy. She's first in a contemporary world when she witnesses someone being attacked, decides to go and help out and magically finds herself transported into this fantastical world where there is a king who is the beast, of course, and slowly destroying his own kingdom. King of Scars by Leigh Bardugo. Also very excited because if you've read the Shadow and Bone series, you would have met Nikolai, who is probably my favorite character of the series. I'll say it. And this book follows Nikolai, so coming out in February, we have On the Come Up by Angie Thomas. The main character Brie is the daughter of an underground rap legend who died, and her family is now on the brink of homelessness. Even though her father passed away before he really hit big, she's still got pretty massive shoes to fill. And now it's not just a case of wanting to make it, but she kind of has to make it in order to help out her family. Black Leopard, Red Wolf by Marlon James. This is being described as an African Game of Thrones. And just, that's all I need to know, really. We have Tracker, who is a hunter and normally works alone, but finds himself coming together with this group all in search of a boy. In search of this boy, the group are taken from ancient city to ancient city, through deep forests. There are creatures hunting them down as well. It sounds epic. Vardeja by Lynette Noni is the fifth and final book in the Madoran Chronicles, which I'm sad it's coming to an end, but I know that this final book is just going to be absolutely epic. The Priory of the Orange Tree by Samantha Shannon. This is an epic fantasy standalone. I think this is a little bit of a retelling or at least reimagining of the legend St. George and the Dragon, which I'm not really familiar with. All I know is that we have a war with dragons, queendoms. I mean, do you need any more persuasion? In March, we have Children of Virtue and Vengeance by Tomi Adeyemi. I loved Children of Blood and Bone, though I will admit the romance is definitely, I'm not a fan of it, but I'm still so excited for the next book. I cannot wait for it to come out. I'll be popping in to mention a couple of the books that I did inevitably forget about. First of all, we have Daisy Jones and the Six by Taylor Jenkins Reid. The main reason why I'm interested in this book is because Taylor Jenkins Reid is the author of The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, which fast became one of my favorite books of all time. We have Daisy Jones, who is really in the rock and roll scene. We also have the band The Six, which is starting to get noticed, and the leader of this band is Billy Dunn, and he starts to go a little bit off the rails. Daisy and Billy's lives cross paths, and it says what happens next is the stuff of legend. Once again, I'm going to be mentioning multiple books by Jay Kristoff, but coming out in May, we have Aurora Rising by Amy Kaufman and Jay Kristoff. This is their new sci-fi series. I don't really know much about it. I think there's like a ragtag crew. This looks like a great description. Hold up. Said ragtag crew includes a cocky diplomat, a sociopath scientist, a smartass tech whiz, an alien warrior, a tomboy pilot. I love both of these authors dearly. I was such a huge fan of the Illuminae files. There's also Deviate by Jay Kristoff, which is the sequel to Lifelike. In the first book, the main character Eve stumbles across a lifelike, which are these like human-like androids that have been outlawed. I really enjoyed the first book and honestly, I'm so excited for the next one. The last book that I'm going to be mentioning in this video is Dark Dawn by Jay Kristoff. We've been waiting for so long. This was supposed to be a 2018 release, but sadly had to be pushed back. Not a few months, but an entire year due to Jay Kristoff's publishing schedule. But we're finally getting the last book in the Nevernight Chronicle, which is one of my favorite series of all time. And I'm so excited. I'm so excited. If you haven't heard me rant and rave about Nevernight yet, it's about Mia Corvair, who joins a school of assassins in order to gain all the skills needed to assassinate the men responsible for her father's death. It's an epic revenge story. I love it dearly. And yeah, Dark Dawn. Coming soon. Also coming out in September, we have My Favorite Thing Is Monsters Volume 2 by Emil Ferris. In Volume 1, we followed young Karen, who learns about the death of a woman in her apartment block and decides to investigate. It's a graphic novel formatted as kind of a diary, so we get to see Karen's investigations, also a lot of self-discovery, and as she becomes a little older, becoming more aware of the things around her and what the world is really like. One of my favorite books of 2018, so I cannot wait for the sequel. So those are just a few of the books that I'm really excited about that are coming out in 2019. But I think that about wraps up this video. I would love to hear about the books that you are most excited to read in 2019. Let me know down in the comment section below. I'm sure you'll mention something I'm also excited about, so we can chat about it. Anyway, that's all I have for now. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you very soon in a new video, but until then, I will talk to you in the comments. Bye!